this has become a little bit of an epidemic, a little bit of a problem as the obesity rates climb. It's climbing in kids as well. And it's so rare for me to see fat parents and skinny kids. When I actually see that, I'm pleasantly surprised. Almost every single time you see fat parents, the kids are also fat as well. It's like, damn, you even give these kids a chance, man. I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience. My entire life, my weight has gone up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, right? And I was the type of crybaby. My mom had me older as well. My people, they weren't really trying. I mean, this is one of the downsides of having kids when you're old. You're really trying to deal with all that cry shit. All that. So a lot of times they'll just give in, right? When you're fat as a kid, it stays with you your entire life. Your entire life is, and I wasn't crazy fat. I was just chubby, right? If I'm being honest, but it stays with you your entire life. So these little kids who you're about to see here today, who are fat, cooked, it's gonna be so incredibly difficult for them to ever lead normal lives and for them to ever be, physically fit and physically happy with their body because of what their parents are doing.
If you're a parent of a severely overweight child and you're not doing everything in your power to make sure they're not going into their adult years with severe obesity, that is child abuse. The amount of DMs I get on a daily basis of overweight teens and adults who are actively trying to lose weight telling me that the reason they're there is because their parents told them that's just the way they are. No, it's not. You're setting them up for a life that is way harder than it needs to be. Get that situated now.
And they always say this shit like, you're just big boned. You're just big boned. I'm like, what? You guys saw the picture, right? If you didn't check my community post, I posted a picture with me and my two brothers. Two of my brothers on my dad's side. I'm the shortest one, I'm the smallest one, the biggest shit. We have a propensity to become fat because on that side of the family, we have more fat cells. So all the men are big. They're all tall, they're all big. Bone structure, bone density, maybe we have wider shoulders or whatever the case is, but you're not supposed to be fat though. And being big boned is not real in that sense. A big boned person, in reality, broad shoulders. Okay? I don't know, wide hips maybe, I don't know. But it has no correlation to being fat. Because you're not supposed to be fat. Call CPS, man.
First off,
Call
to address the caption on
CPS.
this video, she's only 6 years old. Whose
6?
fault is this, her or the parent? The parents.
How the
What
fuck?
kind of a
Who
question
else's
is
fault
that?
would it be?
But let me caveat this by saying the mother in this circumstance actually has a much more difficult job than the majority of parents. And that's because this girl is suffering from something called Prader-Willi syndrome, a chromosomal condition that will lead to
damn.
food-seeking behaviors because the kids just don't get full the same way other kids do.
Damn.
Which means that if you are not proactively watching your child and making sure that they are under surveillance, they'll probably go behind your back and eat a lot of food.
This, I don't know much about this syndrome, but children going behind their parents' back and eating, it's a real thing. It's a real thing, man. That's why you gotta be more on your kids than we think. All this laid back parenting shit is nonsense. One of my cousins has type 1 diabetes. Got it at age 11 or 12? Yeah, hopefully she won't see this because she probably won't want me to tell her business. But yeah, apparently she was sneaking and eating, doing all this shit. And I truly believe that if I didn't move back home, I would have had diabetes as well. I was doing 4 hours of cardio a day. It was literally impossible. That's on average. It was literally impossible for us to gain weight. Impossible. Right? But you out here sneaking and eating and then you're not moving, it can get real dark.
But as the parent, it is her responsibility to make sure that the kid is under surveillance and not overeating. And it is possible to manage this condition. This person is doing a very good job of it with her kid. And these people, when they decide to take control of the situation for the kid, even though the kid had already become morbidly obese, he's down 60 pounds. So please don't be like the many commenters on this video that said there's nothing that can be done because they have a condition, but also be compassionate to those that are going through it because it is a much more difficult situation.
Sorry, before she goes here, this is the thing about life that people don't understand, right? Life ain't fair, man. all this equality. Nobody's equal. Nobody's equal. There are some fat people out there, genuinely, the only way they can lose weight is by getting on a drug, a GLP. The food noise, they're struggling too much. They can't. It's like someone on crack, man. Just sitting down thinking about crack all day. Whereas there are some people who literally can't eat. They're trying to force feed themselves. They don't enjoy it. But just because it's harder doesn't mean that you give up. Doesn't mean that it's impossible. It just means it's harder for you, unfortunately. Those are the cards you've been dealt. It's unfortunate. But it is the reality. I mean, look at this baby here. Golly. Golly. The baby looks like big in terms of the frame. But, oh my God.
Oh! Plate by 1-year-olds, afternoon, snack plate, late lunch, supper situation with me. This is what we have left for barbecue. That's hamburgers and hot dogs and grilled onions. I'm gonna warm her up a hot dog and a hamburger and the sides.
Food education as well, man. People like, this baby just got here, bro. Damn, the baby just got here, man. It's been like a year and a half. The baby just got here. Look what you're giving it, man. God damn. Let his guts and his inside get fucked up as you get older, man. You're out here giving it this processed shit already. She just got here. What is this? Is that burger and cheese? Sausages? Process.
She likes the cheesiest ones. Will do.
No shit, she likes the cheesiest one. It tastes good.
I'm gonna warm that up. So I'm just gonna
Is
put
that mayonnaise?
mayonnaise and cheese on here for right now.
Oh, man. I bet it's full fat.
Onion, tomato and lettuce. She may take it all apart and eat it all at one time, but she does like the whole deal. 2 slices of a tomato and some onions.
I need to Google. When do babies stop eating baby food, man? Because you could have just given her some baby food, man. You didn't have to do this. When do babies stop eating baby food? 8 to 12 months. This baby look more than... I mean, the baby kind of fat, so we don't really know how old she is. She could be, but... Yeah.
I'm also heating up a few french fries and the onion ring.
You said this is a light snack before lunch! This is an adult meal! This is... Sorry, I apologize. Guys, I apologize. That meal is about 700 calories. Burger, the bread, let's say the bun is 200. The mayo, another 80. She's adding another fucking sauce on there as well. Jesus Christ! You know it's a baby, right? Like, if you didn't add all this shit on there, they wouldn't even know it existed. They'll just eat it. They'll just eat and enjoy it. Right? So you've got 2 sauces on there. That's another 100 calories. Right? You've got the burger bun on there. That's probably 200 calories, 150 calories. Let's be fair. 150 calories. Right? So we're at 350 plus the sauce, right? Which is another 100, 450. Plus the 2 sausages, that's like 150. Right? Plus the chips. This is a 650, 700 calorie meal. Light snack before. Just killing your... Somebody call CPS, man.
That's her burger. That's her burger. I'm also making rice over here for Dad's meal prep. Fries. And she doesn't like the bun, so I'm just gonna give her hot dogs. Like that. And then, of course, some of our viral pasta salad.
Ooh!
It just ain't no way a 10-year-old should be eating.
There's no way. Nah, there's no way that pasta was well as well. I refuse.
That much food every day, all day.
Look.
Like, you should not be eating breakfast before breakfast. How you eating breakfast at? You know what? She gonna have some health issues, and if she's
Obesity in children is not normal. Overweight children is not normal, and I give benefit of the doubt on overweight because there's a black weight and a white weight, and whatever. But like standard.
Not really, and we keep doing this dumb shit, man. I'll tell you. Look, I get it. I'm black, right? When I went back home, I'm keeping it all the way 100. When I went back home, I didn't want to gain weight. When I go to America, ideally by the time I go to America, I've cut even more weight. So I'm lean. I'm much leaner than I am right now. And then, 2 weeks, I'm still going to be hitting my cardio, but it's straight demon time, okay? But when I was back home, I didn't want to eat weight. I just ate one meal a day, okay? But it was macaroni and cheese, okay? Baked chicken, rice and peas, okay? Cuckoo. You know what I'm saying? I was eating everything. It was just one meal a day. The reason why black people are so overweight in the West is because the food too good. There's no black weight. That's not a thing. That's not a real thing. We're just fat because the food tastes too good.
Children should not be obese. Like, stop normalizing that. There is no reason why a 5-year-old is eating a large steak bomb with everything on it, with
Nasty.
a bag of chips and a side of soda with a fry on the side.
Nasty.
5? And y'all think it's cute, like, oh, my baby just ate. No, it's not cute. It's not cute. It's not cute. It's not cute. I'm sorry.
They have those plates. And they show you what should be in what. And they do it for kids as well. That's how kids should be eating. Even if they're hungry after, eat a fucking, I don't know, some watermelon, an apple or something. Go to sleep, man. You ain't never been so hungry, but they're not in the house. You just gotta sleep. You just gotta eat that sleep. Yeah, but hold that, man.
And before you guys get in my comments talking about, oh, genetics, I'm not talking about the kids that the doctor told y'all there was no other option but for them to be obese. I'm not talking about that.
That's not a real thing.
Got medical situations where they're going to be obese. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the ones where the parents just let them eat whatever until they're just big.
100%. And I don't care what any of you say. For me, it's solely the parents' fault. They are the ones that when they come home from school that are in charge what they eat, their portion sizes. And listen, we're in a day and age where it's not rocket science. It's pretty much like what is 2 + 2. We understand that if you put too much in there and don't move, you're going to put on weight. That's the same for everybody, no matter what you do for a living. People often say to me, oh, it's easy for you because you're a dancer. I wasn't born a dancer. Biologically, I'm exactly the same as every other human being. I think the problem is, yes, it's definitely the parents' fault, but we should educate the children at school as well, so they understand. So they go home to their parents that are giving them pizzas and sweets and chocolates and things like that, and not getting them outside exercising. But at the moment, I believe it's solely the parents' fault.
All right, is it that cut and dry, Paula?
No, it isn't. And I do have to disagree with James on that. And of course, if it was that simple, Vanessa, then we wouldn't have $1 billion diet industry, would we? It's a lot more complex than that. It's not simply just about putting food in your mouth or not putting food in your mouth. We know that, in fact, the psychology and the biology has a big part to play in terms of our child's weight. And I accept that there's a big problem. We are told that 1 in 5 children will leave primary school.
Here's the thing. Everything what she's... The psychology and the biology, we know that these are facts, right? But children aren't born messed up. Generally speaking, you might have a child that's a psychopath, sociopath, right? Cooked from the beginning. That's just them. But when it comes to bad relationships with food, children aren't born that way. They develop that. And a lot of that has to do with their parents. Yes, biologically, someone like me, someone like you who's watching, if you are overweight, obese, we get hungrier than the average person. But that doesn't mean we're supposed to be big. That means we're supposed to firm that hunger and go sleep. Or it's 2026, take a drug, okay? I've been seeing Retta 2 try go viral. I've seen some kids on GLP-1. Some parents have put their kids on GLP-1. Some people are going, oh no, you can't do this. But you're okay with them being fat? It's the same with going to the gym. You see some weird comments online about people criticizing parents for taking their kids to the gym and working out with them. But when someone's kids walking around at 150, 200, that's okay. But going to the gym, kids going to the gym, no, that's going to stunt their development. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Anyways, you guys let me know your opinions on this shit, man. I hate to see it, honestly.
This liquor got me in my zone. Now I'm blowing up your phone. Blowing weed, smoking the